Hello, you boys, girls, and a tentacle line between. Sorry, we lost left off on this what if Babu's going through Deathclaw puberty, which is affecting his intelligence. But it won't affect him that much, hopefully. Also, the troops are ready, or as ready as they'll ever be in this case. As for what Izuku is doing currently, he's on a trip towards the vaults, all of them. He comes visiting all of them, the most powerful and the weakest, all the same. They are all very spread apart in sections. There's the A's, B's, C's, and D's. Although I'm not sure whether or not the E's still exist, so unfortunately that one's unaccounted for. There are a total of 3 vaults in each section. First, Izuku visits the C's, then the B's, and then the D's, then finally the A's. He visits 3A, 2A, and finally 1A. The newest, and I mean newest, vault dwellers who are eligible in order to fight. You see, when Izuku comes visiting them, he creates a declaration of war. And I mean a declaration of war. Verbally, anyways, he's giving them a warning because there's gonna be a storm coming. But while he's there, he does also plant his bombs. His current plan is to lure them out and explode the vaults, so they'll be out and alone, forced to survive. For Class 1A, he does something especially unique. He looks at them dead in the eyes and sits down as he says, "I'm gonna kill all of you. Not necessarily kill, but I will destroy this vault." Oh, really? Katsuki Bakugo. Very angry. An idiot. In fact, surprisingly well adapted in combat. But other than that, you're useless. As he lists off every one of their weaknesses and strengths, as they are scared of him. This is what he does. This is the unique declaration of war that he's sent them. This isn't a warning. It's a threat. And a promise. With him walking out as he sees Inko and Hizashi mourning over their dead son still. Izuku smiling as he says, "You know what? I'm glad that you two are mourning over Izuku. He may be dead, but he'll live on through our memories. Never forget that, you two. And thank you for what it's worth. A message from him, to you." As they cry, with Izuku walking out as they do nothing to stop him. It's not like they can. If they do, something terrible will happen. At least that's what they think. Honestly, Izuku wasn't going to do anything at that moment. Just wanted to fulfill a promise. And right now, he's back. And there's going to be a war soon. As I've said before, this isn't going to be good. Yes. Sorry, brother. Are you okay now? Oh yes, much better. I've gotten all the violent tendencies out of my system so far. Although they are still a little bit impulsive, but everything should be okay for the plan. Sorry. I apologize. Instincts. With more training, as soon as Izuku finds them ready, they'll fight. Within a week and 3 days' time, they're ready. Not necessarily ready, but they're ready for one at least. They go after Class 1D. They go after the D section. With everyone out, barely being able to survive, with Izuku pushing a button as he's smiling, with the mask still on. And the same with C, but they come out willingly. For the B section, it's hard, but they managed to finish it off without too many casualties. Only a few injured, and no one is dead. This is all going according to plan. But it's still not enough. For the A section, it'll be harder. Much, much harder. They have All Might. The strongest out of all of them. They still need more time. A week and 3 days is not enough. They need more. With 1A setting out an attack. With Endeavor as well. He has a prosthetic arm and an eye patch covering his eye. His left eye, of course. Babu slyly remarks about him losing his arm. Sup, Fire Crotch? How's your arm and eye? Pretty good. Now let's see how you are after I burn you to a goddamn crisp, Deathclaw. Now I feel like that's a little bit... Oh! As Endeavor, he shot flames at Babu, with Izuku coming in with multiple firearms. Ah, crap, out of ammo. Oh well. Izuku using a air cannon to extinguish Endeavor's flames after pincushioning him with bullets. Not sure whether or not that's the correct phrase, but Endeavor has multiple bullet wounds on his legs and near his head. They may have been stopped due to the flames melting them, but now there's nothing that he can do. With Babu and Izuku ready to finish him off as his head goes rolling on the ground. As they smile. Under Izuku's mask, he just smiles and smiles. With that being done, he walks towards the rest of the troops. As they flee, they can't go back to the vault. They can't do anything. If they go back to the vault, they'll be disgraced and executed. But at least this way, if they run off into the wasteland, they'll have a chance of surviving. Yeah, they'll have a chance of surviving. Brother, what should we do now? I have an idea, though. Yeah, sure. What is it, brother? How about this? We go for 3A. I like what you're thinking. Go against the big three. They're the next generation. They're most likely together, at least, able to beat All Might. And if we do that, they'll have less faith. And everything will go according to cake. What do you mean? Cake. You know, cake. Loaf of bread, cream, and a few toppings. Oh, I apologize. I thought you were saying plan for a second. Why would I say plan? I'm hungry. I apologize, brother. Let us go eat. After they finish eating the next day, they send a message towards the vaults. At least the last three standing. Greetings, all vault dwellers. I request one demand, and one demand only. And if you comply and I lose, I will leave this area forever. You will not hear from me, not even being able to know where I am. If that is satisfactory, then please listen to my request. And if not, then shoot. As 10 seconds later, Izuku starts saying, now, my request is to go up against the big three. I will have three allies along with me, if you include myself. We find this acceptable. With Toshinori Yagi. Didn't expect to see you. But I said the big three, not the number one. If I remember correctly, your number 2 is dead. Fine. Young Mirio, young Nedre, young Tamaki. Fight him. I said I'd have 2 other people with me. As Shinzo comes walking in, along with Babu. Brother, let's move. The small fight appearing, with Mirio not being able to penetrate their armor. It's surprisingly thick. With Izuku smiling as he says, this material can last 3 of All Might's punches. As Nedre uses her Nedre wave, of course, which creates a dent. Of course. So goddamn persistent. I respect all of you. As he holds his fist out as he aims for Tamaki and Nedre. As he knows that Mirio can phase through the bullets, so it'd be a waste of ammo. Plus, this way, Mirio might jump in the way. And if that happens, then victory is guaranteed. Oh, wait, I have one more bullet. As the last one hits Tamaki in the leg. With Tamaki going into one of his pouches as he brings out a death claw. A piece of death claw as he eats it. Way to go, Sun Eater! Ow, my arm and my leg and most of my body. Hey, Otto, you good? She simply nods. As Tamaki is going savage. There's nothing that they can do to stop him, but this is still good. With them being able to go out the way and the Deathclaw DNA taking over, part of him starts going feral and not being able to tell friend from foe. That's why he was so hesitant to eat it. Why he was so hesitant to absorb part of the Deathclaw. And this may not be their nature currently, but for the one that he ate, it's true in sheer destruction. With Izuku looking a bit horrified and happy, per se. He yells, "Finally, you see what's happened. This is a result of you all being so desperate to save this wretched place. If you leave, then things like this won't happen. But currently, that's ringing it off. I apologize, and see you all next time.